Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Back. Steve Ranazizi. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. Steve Ranazizi. Lit. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. Steve Ranazizi. What's the odds? What's the odds? What's the odds?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to What's the Odds with Steve Ranazizi. Brenton Biddlecombe is with us, and very special guest, Jackson Ranazizi, my oldest son, is on the podcast. It's the draft episode, so we're about to start in 38 seconds. Coincidentally, Brenton got the first pick in the draft.
I don't want the first pick, and I told you that, so don't give me shit. It's a random generator.
Sure.
I had nothing to do with it. You know how it works.
I understand how it works. Jackson has the second pick, so
There you go.
So I'll take it.
You have a little bit of collusion and a little bit of nepotism. It's wonderful how this whole thing works. So it's awesome because I'm 8, and you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. It's not the worst. It's close to the worst, but I'm fine with where I am.
You wish you had my pick.
All right, and we're off and running, and Brenton is on the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. He's probably not playing week 1, maybe not playing week 2, but I'm going to take a chance on the best player in fantasy football. Give me Jamar Chase.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well,
Hey, Bengals, pay the fucking guy.
I'm gonna pick CD Lamb.
Oh my God.
Wow, McCaffrey's going to fall to 3.
Yeah.
Come on, 8. McCaffrey on the board still. Bijan on the board. Brees is on the board. Tyreek.
St. Brown.
I mean, every.
Yeah, it's a good spot, Steve. I don't pick for another hour and a half.
Yes. I'll join you over there.
All right, we got 2 girls, 1 cup. Pretty solid name. Taking their time to pick McCaffrey.
Yeah, taking their sweet old time.
And there it goes. Christian
There it
McCaffrey
goes.
goes 3rd.
Now this is a cousin of mine's brother.
Is that
It's
Nick?
Robinson.
So he took Bijan. And now we got Rafi, Dirty, Randy. The name's cut off at the end.
An ode to the league. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley at 5.
God, you know what? Not happy about. I just told
Do you
Jackson,
really want to cheer for Saquon on your fantasy team as he beats
No, I
you?
wanted to be realistic. This guy has never had a good offensive line to run behind, and when he did damage behind
He did damage behind
a dumpster fire.
Tyreek Hill goes at 6.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. And of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown goes, the guy I want
Yep.
now. And now I have to stick with all these people that I don't really care. I mean,
What?
look, A.J. Brown, that's fine.
That's not bad. That's a decent pick.
No, that's fine, but it's not where all these I'm not happy. Saquon is what I'm supposed to get. That's what I deserved. As a disgruntled Giants fan, at least I could get him in fantasy and have him run, a boat race all over the league, and I'll get the points for it.
Fair enough.
was-
So now Lucas is on the clock, but I have no idea if he is. I don't know where he is.
Lucas pick, dude.
He might be auto picking this whole draft.
It was under time, I think so. I think Justin's up now. This is
So Lucas takes Brees Hall.
Justin, new father, so he's going to be another one, Brenton. He's going to be very in the weeds with trying to figure out what to do. They think they have time on their hands, but they're sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, nobody wants. I mean, yes,
Justin Jefferson, all the way to 10 is pretty crazy.
I mean, this is entirely based on the fact that
There's no quarterback.
there's no quarterback, right?
Well, he has a quarterback. He's got Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Exactly.
Sam Darnold's going to pepper him with targets. He's going to be fine. Think about who he had playing quarterback last year when Kirk Cousins went down and his numbers were completely fine.
So you're gonna take Deontay Johnson in very high because he's the number one
Yeah.
target in Carolina.
Yeah, why not? This is
Okay, we'll take-
fantasy football. I don't care if the team's good. If the team's bad, then that just means they're going to throw the ball more.
all right.
It's all about volume. So we got Justin Jefferson at 10, Jonathan Taylor goes at 11, and Garrett Wilson finishes out round 1 at 12. Stroud Boys is back on the clock on the wheel.
I got another hour until I pick. So
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get the 2 pick. You got a lot of time on your hands to wonder.
just to watch all my players disappear.
Here I come. Cena's on the clock and she goes quick. Justin back on the clock.
So Kyron Williams and Puka Nacua go back to back to start off round 2. A lot of
like this-
Rams.
You like the new grid look
I don't
on?
like it.
You don't like
I
it?
don't like it.
Why not?
It's like, well, actually, no. Before it was just the grid that you could look at, but now you have the grid and your roster. That I like.
Yes, that I want to see. I want to be able to see grid, roster, and a best available player all on one screen.
No,
Yeah,
I
the roster is helpful because you got to, no one's going to memorize all the bye weeks.
Get that done, ESPN. I want to see all those things
on
on the
thing.
same screen, please. If I could watch 15 or 8 games at once. All right. Oh, come on. Give me the guy that I want now. Do not stick me back in the weeds.
Jameer
But-
Gibbs goes next.
Come on, don't do it. Lucas, don't you dare.
Lucas could really fuck you.
Lucas, don't. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is what I need. It's my time to shine, Lucas.
Uh-oh.
Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Lucas is taking his sweet ass time. He's probably crossing over Mulholland right
Oh, he's
now.
probably in an Uber somewhere. And he takes Travis Etienne. So Steve, break the suspense. Who are you taking? Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah, no.
All of that was over Pacheco.
Yeah, it was
Check.
okay. A Rutgers graduate. He runs like his hair is on fire. And he's on the Super Bowl the last 2 years winning team, which means he plays a lot of games. And they'll blow some teams out and he'll run the ball. They're gonna run the ball a decent amount. I'm happy with that.
Derrick Henry goes next to Belichick's Film School. It's a good name.
Yes.
So this is my cousin-in-law, Tanner's on the clock now.
Dude, this sounds like
Okay, it's okay.
with all our friends and family.
Well, like I said, we just put out a link and that's who signed up first. So turn on post notifications.
Now we know how popular we are. Friends and family are
Well, at least they want to follow us and keep check up. And
I appreciate it.
yeah,
People love
it's nice.
I have another great. I'm trying to do the. I had a draft on. Wait, you did the Comedy Store one, right?
I've done 2 Comedy Store drafts. The one I
Oh.
really love and the one today I did not do well.
I did one on Sunday.
I did your draft.
Well, I was driving, yeah, and so that one I ended up so incredible that I got the A+. Like they said, I'm gonna win. There's really no reason to even play the season.
Yeah, the one today I got dead last. Projected 1-13. And it's going to be a long year, but we'll see.
I mean, that's based on like whatever.
It's based on one guy and where you like.
Yeah,
if you take a person 1 round earlier than they think you should take that person, you get deducted.
You get a deeper.
So Michael Pittman goes next, followed by Devon Achane.
Well, Jackson, get ready.
And then Marvin Harrison Jr., followed by Chris Olave. Now Jackson's on the clock. He takes Mike Evans. So I will go ahead and take I'm going to take Devontae Adams, and I'm going to follow that up with Alvin Kamara.
Jackson back on the clock. making his third pick. Where do I go from here?
Where do I guarantee? I'm gonna go.
Let's hope our Wi-Fi holds up.
Yeah.
Jonah just got a new Xbox. He sucks the whole light out of the whole house, dude. What'd you get?
Drake London.
Damn, good pick.
Drake
I got
London
Drake
goes,
London.
followed by Nico Collins.
I got Drake London in my other two.
No running backs. That might kill me.
We were talking about that last week. I don't know how many drafts you've done in the last week, but the value. I feel like I have 3 wide receivers for every 1 running back on all my rosters.
Definitely wide receiver heavy this year.
Oh yeah.
But that's because there's only like 4 or 5 running backs that are actually going to touch the ball. Everyone's in a committee, and some of the committees are 3 guys now. Some of them are 4 guys. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of fantasy value. So the wide receivers, if you can get those alpha guys, it's very, very valuable. But problem is everyone's stuffing guys into the early rounds.
And all it takes is you get a hot hand. It's like they start feeding
Yeah.
the ball, you know?
Yeah.
Like Achan kind of just started sucking off. Mostert started so hot last year.
James Cook goes next, followed by Travis Kelce. First tight end goes off the board, round 3, pick 5. Josh Jacobs is next, followed by Josh Allen. So Lucas is pissed. I think Lucas has taken Josh in every league we've drafted in.
I believe I can fly with my boy,
Oh, you homer.
my neighbor's wife. I love it, dude.
I hope for the sake of us, that's a good pick.
I hope so too.
It's
I mean,
going to
based
be
on what
if he
throw the
stays
ball.
healthy.
Yeah, if the
Throw the
offense,
ball his way.
if you
catch
throw
it.
the ball around him, he could catch the ball. So,
And did you see Dable's going to call the plays this year? He's taking it back over.
you know, I'm okay with that. I mean, I haven't seen great proficiency under any leadership, so I don't know who's been doing it at any point, but
Well, he was calling plays as OC in Buffalo, and they were doing pretty good with him. So I'd be pretty excited if I was a Giants fan.
Tommy DeVito seems to be the only guy that can move the ball. I mean, we
Oh,
watched a decent
yeah.
amount of preseason, and it's not.
It's not
Lucas
great.
takes DK Metcalf, and then Sam Laporta goes next, followed by Rashad White.
Brenton, have you entered daily fantasy stuff for the weekend yet?
I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll start reserving contests. DJ Moore ends round 3. Yeah, I usually, once the season starts, week 1's a little different because everyone's antsy, so they jump on stuff earlier, but usually I do it like Friday night before Sunday. Jalen Waddle kicks off round 4. That's a solid spot to get him because in best ball, Waddle's going like in the top 18.
I got a request for Cameo for a league that's drafting on Saturday. Could that be possible?
They retroactively count the scores from Thursday, Friday. I mean, you'd have to manually.
It's games though. I mean, it's only 2
Yeah,
games.
you'd have to enter that in, but yeah, it's possible. Is it smart? No, I think it's kind of dumb, but
Pretty dumb.
okay. So we got, let's see, Jalen Waddle kicks off round 4, followed by Deebo Samuel, Stephon Diggs, Brandon Ayuk, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I took Jalen Hurts.
You really hate yourself.
I know. I got AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts.
I know.
Followed by Kenneth Walker.
Am I a fucking Eagles fan?
You might be.
Yeah, seriously.
Kellen Moore as the an offensive coordinator. It's like I mean, he's got Cowboy connections.
What is this?
This isn't good.
I mean, at
But
least you got Malik.
I did get the counterbalance.
Yeah, but now you got to cheer for the Eagles.
Yeah.
This is this is different than what I've done every other draft. I don't know why I do something different. Why not stick to what works?
I stuck to what works this year.
We'll see.
I haven't drafted a running back in the first 3 rounds.
Now I have my long gap to my next pick. Yeah, I want the board.
Tell you what, Tanner really likes to work the clock.
That your relative?
That's Cassie's cousin. He takes Cooper Cup. Finally, he lives in Texas. Patrick Mahomes goes next.
Acosta's, oh no.
Followed by Lamar Jackson.
That's what I should have fucking done. You got nervous? Everybody got nervous because I picked the quarter. Well, who picked the first quarterback? Lucas takes.
No, it was 2 picks before Lucas, the first quarterback went.
Holmes went first?
No, Josh went, but he didn't go to Lucas.
Oh, damn.
So I don't think Lucas took a quarterback, and he always does. Belichick's film school took Josh, and Lucas took DK Metcalf.
Do it. Thank you.
Mark Andrews off the board. Joe
Mixon
goes to Jackson. We'll see what happens there.
I think Mason is solid.
I assume we're going to do our picks later on. I've got a pick based like very interesting with Houston. We're back to the top with Brenton Baby Biddlecombe coming in hot.
Yeah, this is tough.
What do we have available right now? We got Devonta Smith, Calvin Ridley, Zay Flowers, Rashee Rice, T. Higgins.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take Swift. And then I'm going to go with Scary Terry.
Ooh.
What did you just do?
He's going with Scary Terry.
DeAndre Swift and Terry McLaurin picked way earlier than what you could have got those guys. All right.
No, I can't. I'm up in 21 picks. They're going to be gone by then, Steve.
I got my boy,
James Conner.
If I get this next guy, just give me the trophy.
All right.
Costa loves to take his time here.
Yeah.
2 girls, 1 cup. Who we waiting on? What's your genius? McCaffrey, Olave. McCaffrey was Olave, Nico Collins, and Mark Andrews. Oh, I have to get a tight end. Let me guess. Who's coming next? Quarterback?
Aaron Jones.
All right.
Man.
You can have him. I'm coming in hot soon. Give me the guy I need to win this.
T. Higgins.
Now.
Followed by Xavier Worthy. That's super aggressive.
Oh.
You're telling me I could get Scary Terry later. You get Xavier Worthy way later than the 5th round.
Fuck, they took T. Higgins?
Yeah.
That was my guy.
Well, cancel the trophy.
Now fucked.
No trophy. You lost.
Damn it. That was my guy, dude. If I got T. Higgins, that would have been. I might have to.
You get Devontae Smith?
Devonta Smith is sitting right there now.
If you get Devontae Smith, you're an Eagles fan.
You got to pair him up with your quarterback, Steve.
Shout out to, Will Levis, but I don't want Calvin Ridley. And, oh, God damn it.
Joe Burrow goes.
Joe Burrow goes. Yikes.
Yep. Followed by Trey McBride. So what do you do, Steve? You're on the clock.
Getting nervous here. I'm getting very nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Rashee Rice.
Come on, dude. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's got to throw the ball to someone, and he's got to hand it off to someone. We're talking about the generational player.
Loading up on the Chiefs.
I can't have Patrick Mahomes. I want everyone around him.
So you got the Chiefs and Eagles.
Yeah, not a bad fucking strategy.
Lucas takes CJ Stroud as his quarterback.
Oh, I think CJ Stroud's gonna have the Trevor Lawrence year. The year where you step back and you go, whoops, this is reality. Like they're
Devonta
gonna
Smith goes next.
Bryce Young's gonna like take over.
No, I'm not saying that. I just think that he's gonna come back down to reality a little bit.
Well, CJ Stroud was second in the league for off-target passes. First was Bryce Young, and he should have had way more interceptions than he did. I think he only had like 4 or 5. So it was very lucky that he wasn't a lot worse than what he was. So I
Yeah.
agree. He's probably going to regress. He's got more weapons, and his line's really good. But as far as fantasy production, Texans are probably going to be good. They're going to run the ball more. He's going to throw less. His stats just aren't going to be what they were last year.
Got Joe Mixon.
Exactly.
A good pick.
So they didn't have a running back last year. It was Singletary.
Singletary's a great running back.
Okay.
They call him the Motor Man.
They call him Motor.
They call him Motor. So Evan Ingram goes with round 5, pick 11, followed by Zay Flowers to close it out. Round 6 will begin with
Who's coming in hot on? Oh, it's
Stroud Boys, who did not get CJ Stroud, but he takes Zamir
You're
White.
right.
Oh,
That means I don't trust Devonta Adams.
And Anthony Richardson goes to Cena.
Oh boy. Oh my God.
You might get Calvin Ridley, Steve.
I don't want him.
Why?
Because I don't believe in Tennessee's passing game.
I think you're going to be surprised this year.
We'll see, but you're asking me my opinion.
I kind of like Will Levis. He's kind of, you know how every year there's like that guy that either no one drafts or they draft him really late and he just kind of creeps his way up to the top 12. I think Will Levis could be that guy.
We'll see.
I
Gardner
hope for
Minshew.
your sake it's Daniel Jones, but
Oh, please.
it will be trust.
Did you see how many Giants scouts were at the
Shador.
Colorado game?
Yeah. Where take Shador?
Watching Shador Sanders.
Dak Prescott goes next.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott off the board. Come on, Lucas.
Deontay Johnson is sitting right there.
What? Can you just do your part of the draft, please? And you don't have to narrate everything.
And George Kittle goes to Lucas, that Iowa connection.
And I will take.
Do you want me to not narrate so people listening to this are just hearing us breathe?
Yeah.
I picked.
You got George Pickens.
George Pickens.
After Russell
Followed by
Wilson
Tank Dell.
loses his job, in comes Justin Fields. And
How many weeks? How many weeks until Justin Fields takes over?
4 to 6. So maybe,
I'll
somewhere
give
in that
it
world.
3 weeks.
Barring injury, of course. I don't want anyone injured, but I say he just loses the job. Oh, I like it.
Tank Dell.
Ramondre Stevenson goes next.
This guy's got the whole Chiefs squad. Kelsey, Patrick, and Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, he's got the team you wanted, Steve.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about
He's got Barkley and Achane as well.
Eagles fan. Another Eagles guy you wanted. He has your team.
I can't wait. I'm about to pull 2 moves right now. They're gonna go.
You're not up for like 20 picks.
20 minutes?
Yep, but I figured out where those moves have to how to make them work in 20 minutes. Speaking of that, how do you think Devin Singletary feels about that Josh Jacobs news coming out that he was offered $3 to $4 million more a year? It wouldn't come play for New York because of taxes and the MetLife turf.
I think Devin Singletary is thrilled to have a job. and not only have a job, but be the guy, because that's his opportunity. I don't know if there were too many other teams other than maybe Dallas where he could go in and be the number one. And he's on a 1-year deal, right? So he can
It's a 2-year deal, but I
a
think
2-year deal. But he could
if-
probably, if he has a huge year, he could probably get an extension, or he could get a raise for next year, or he could go somewhere and get more money. So he has an opportunity to make a lot more money being the guy in New York versus being the second or third guy somewhere else. So we got Roma Dunzier goes with Brown 6 pick 8, followed by Amari Cooper. 2 girls, 1 cup. You are on the clock. Kyler Murray off the board.
Go with Brock Purdy.
All right, I am going to go with. Give me Kyle Pitts and give me Javonte Williams.
David Njoku.
Njoku, baby, Njoku. Costa loves this clock. Really likes to drain it out.
Yeah.
Let's see what is his roster?
It's got McCaffrey, Olave, Nico, Mark Andrews,
Yeah, we keep
Jones,
going.
Kyler Murray. He took Kyler. I really wanted Kyler Murray.
I wanted Kyler Murray as well.
Get out of here with this Kyler Murray shit, dude.
He gets to throw to Marvin Harrison Jr. He's about to have the best year of his career.
He's got Trey McBride, and he's got the running upside.
He couldn't get it together when he had DeAndre Hopkins, who was
Washed.
no, he wasn't then.
Well,
was
he wasn't washed then, but he also was playing under Cliff Kingsbury. I think he has a good coach now, and he has the best running back or wide receiver prospect maybe ever. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a beast.
Right in the
So Calvin Ridley finally goes, followed by Dalton Kincaid.
I have the next. Oh boy.
There goes Brian Robinson. And Steve's getting excited.
Coming down to my pick. I get very excited when I get
Who's
down.
in your queue, Steve?
I hope you pick doesn't get taken.
Nope.
Keenan Allen goes.
No problem. Bye bye, Keenan Allen. Have fun being the third option in Chicago. Great episode last week, by the way. Looking forward to tonight's.
Yeah, Hard Knocks has been really good.
I like that they added the Bears thing in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
In the early days of the NFL.
And there's a guy that I'm going to have to reach for because otherwise Lucas is going to take him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a dude I've been talking up for 3 years since he got drafted, and I think this is his breakout year finally.
It's like very. It's way
You know, now I'm like gonna go start to look to see who this third-year guy. Addison?
Addison's a second-year guy, and I wouldn't recommend. You're talking about Jordan Addison, Minnesota? Dude, he's probably going to be suspended. Rasheed Rice will be okay because they haven't filed a court date yet. So Rasheed Rice will probably be suspended next year, but Addison's most likely going to have his charges pressed sooner.
Well, what did he just get? Auto drafted?
David Montgomery.
Great. Bingo.
Was that who you were going to take?
No,
Oh, you went with Deontay.
I told you they gotta throw
You
to
son of a
someone.
bitch.
Can't be as bad as he was last year, so you know what?
But
Buy
that's
low,
the thing. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't scoring touchdowns, and its quarterback play was terrible. Like,
Kenny Pickett.
so Lucas takes Jaden Reed, and Najee Harris goes off, followed by Chris Godwin. So Stroud Boys is on the clock to close out round 7, and he takes Jordan Love. And Jake Ferguson next. And there goes Cortland Sutton. Lucas is on the clock.
Lucas isn't gonna take my guy.
Well, how do you know?
I know.
Yeah, how do you know?
Takes Tony Pollard.
Oh,
And I take the man we just spoke about. Evan Singletary.
Okay, so just so the listeners know, you now have a running back and a wide receiver paired twice on your team.
Yep, but I also have 4 other wild wide receivers, so
wait, who?
wait.
Christian Watson goes next.
Don't be jealous of my team, Lucas. I mean, Brenton.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recommend stacking teams in fantasy, but go with God. You got one team that's going to score a lot of points and another team that we'll see what happens. And I like Tyrone Tracy. It's a shame that he hurt his ankle.
And I also, well,
No,
yeah, I know.
caught off the field. That's not good.
It
Well,
sucks.
he's practicing again today. Like, initially people thought his season was over. It looked really bad, but he is practicing. So it's just a sprain. But I think he could have at least secured the backup job. But I think honestly he'll be better than Singletary.
I hope he is. Yeah. He looks very explosive in college.
All right, Tanner just timed out. So he auto-drafted Christian Kirk, who
Oh,
I would have taken if he was still there. And Caleb Williams goes next, followed by Brian Thomas Jr.
Costa's gonna milk it.
Oh my god. Just pick.
Calvin Ridley last. Now we're gonna have to sit there and wait. Is Caleb Williams normally going into like the 8th round, 7th round?
This seems a little early. Seems like all of the home leagues that I'm in, all the quarterbacks are going way too early.
Wait, he went Patrick Mahomes and Caleb Williams.
This guy's got 1, 2, 3 rookies on his team.
Jalen Warren goes next.
But yeah, Patrick Mahomes in the 4th round and Caleb Williams in the 8th round.
All right. So I'm going to have to do something that I don't want to do, and you're going to call me a hypocrite, but this is fantasy football. This is not real life. This is fantasy. It's all about points. It's all about production. It's all about numbers. So I have to take the noodle arm himself.
Oh, Tua. Oh my God, this guy rips
because there are no quarterbacks left. That's all I got. But he led the league in passing last year. Do I care that he's tiny? No. I'm tiny. And then I'm going to take the guy that Lucas would take. He's wherever Lucas is right now, he is going to be screaming because I'm taking Khalil Shakir.
Oh.
He is about to have a breakout year. He's Buffalo's #1. There are 350 vacated targets from Diggs and Davis leaving. They got to go somewhere. They're going to Khalil Shakir. The guy does not drop the ball.
Oh, this could be a disaster. Because I mean, if this doesn't work out as a Buffalo Bills fan,
Yeah.
that's just like enjoyment. And then he's wrapping now his fantasy life around this too, and it could go really.
This is a
bad.
lock, Steve. Barring injury, Khalil Shakir is a lock.
These are the things that you bring back at the end of the year.
He's the Diggs. He's the new Diggs role. They just insert him into the Diggs spot. Joe Brady loves him. Look at his stats. As soon as Joe Brady took over as OC, Diggs went way down. Shakir went way up.
I don't want to do this, but I think I kind of have to do this. I'm gonna go DeAndre Hopkins.
It's not bad in round 9.
I called wash, but
Still got some of the best hands in football. He just can't get separation anymore. Fun fact, Steve. Khalil Shakir, when targeted last year, highest QBR in the NFL.
how's that offensive line look for Buffalo though?
Not good. It's going to regress. We lost our center, and they looked like shit in the preseason. They're getting pushed around, so it's going to be tough. But as long as Josh Allen's healthy, Khalil Shakir is going to do what he needs to do in fantasy to be worth a round. I mean, round 9. It's a round 9 pick, Steve. It's not my first pick. My first pick's probably going to sit out the whole season.
Oh,
All right. Lad McConkey,
I like that guy.
followed by Raheem Mostert. You just like saying his name.
I love Phil McConkey.
And Harrison Butker, the first kicker, goes in round 9.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Not what I would recommend, but everyone's build is different.
Caleb Williams and Patrick Mahomes. Then he goes Harrison Butker. He's got Xavier Rogers and Roma Doomsday as his
Who plays in week 6? Because all those guys are going to be on a bye.
Oh yeah,
That's a free win for whoever plays them then.
his whole team is gone.
Yeah, Tanner goes with Dallas Goedert, and Belichick's film school goes with Chase Brown.
I like Chase Brown. I think he's gonna.
Dude, who took
You had all this time to figure it out, and now you're on the clock going, he's gone?
who took Dallas Goedert?
My cousin-in-law.
Fuck. All right, you know what? I feel like this guy's gonna have a year.
Tyler Conklin?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to
Oh,
throw
that's the
it.
guy for the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot who that was.
Well, he's on my team now.
Is your starting tight end?
Starting time. I think he was at the
Lucas.
Tony show.
Lucas is on the clock. I bet he takes Keon Coleman because he didn't get Shakir. Oh, he went Austin Eckler. And then Keon Coleman goes next, so Lucas isn't going to get him on the round back. Jacoby Myers.
How many more will I pick? Oh yes. Yep. Round 10 starts and I have to wait 4 picks. So 5 more picks till I get my boy. Where do you think Jordan Love falls as far as fantasy this year?
I think he regresses a little bit. His division just got really tough very quickly. I mean, Minnesota, they're rebuilding, but Chicago's legitimately going to contend for the division. Detroit is as good, if not better, than they were last year. So, Green Bay's going to be lucky if they can squeeze in. And I don't know, man. Is he worth the most money in quarterback history? Like in the NFL, he's the highest paid player of all time. Is he worth that? So
Oh,
Zach Moss, were you gonna take Zeke?
I was gonna take Zeke, my fat
Really?
baby.
Are you just taking all of your opponents?
Yeah,
What is
because I figured the Giants have sucked so bad that at least everyone else around them's gotta be good.
Yeah.
Now
All
I
right,
would,
so
Giants
Zach
do well,
Moss, go ahead.
John Sewell, you're happy. If they lose, then
then,
who
yeah,
cares?
then at least my fantasy teams are doing well.
So Zach Moss closed out round 9. Nick Chubb kicked off round 10, followed by Zeke. Border Patrol is on the clock, followed by Lucas, and then we get to see what Steve is cooking up, since he can't get Zach Moss.
No, I wanted Zeke, fat baby Zeke.
Oh, right, Zeke. Sorry. You're not worried about Dalvin Cook cutting into that workload?
No, that fat baby. He's gonna love it back there. You're gonna see him jumping into the we're trying to jump into the Salvation Army bucket on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. He won't be able to look this fat ass in there. It's gonna be great.
Chuba Hubbard goes next. Followed by Jaden Daniels. Steve, you're on the clock. And he goes with Jerome Ford, Cleveland Browns.
At least I gotta give him the ball the first 4 weeks.
TJ Hawkinson. So that's assuming that Nick Chubb comes back.
I mean, dude, he's looked insane. Have you seen the workout videos?
But there's a difference between squatting 600 pounds and cutting on those knees in a live game and getting hit.
I guess, but you're not a doctor, so.
J.K. Dobbins goes next.
Damn, now it's my long stretch.
So Michael Wilson and then Jamison Williams go back to back. 2 girls, 1 cup. You're on the clock. And he takes Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Who's that?
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I think he's going to I hope he's healthy. I really do.
Everything out of camp is that he looks good, so we'll see. And Jackson takes Tyler Lockett, so I have 2 picks now. Do you remember a couple years ago, I was very excited about this guy, and I drafted him pretty early. I think he was a 3rd or 4th round pick. He's in a new place now, but it's a familiar scheme. He's got his OC for his entire career. He's got a new coach who just won a national championship. I'm back on the bus. Give me Gus the Bus Edwards. And I'm going to follow that up with Romeo Dobbs.
I like that Romeo Dobbs pick.
Round 11, not bad. He's not going to be the flashy guy like Watson, but he's the guy that's going to move the sticks, and we're playing PPR, so he's going to catch the football.
I feel like we'll overtake man in a few
It's a good pick. It's a good handcuff. If Walker gets hurt, Charbonnet is going to be a beast.
yeah. Really wanted to take this guy, but now I have to wait another hour.
Well, is he far enough down that he's still going to be there, or is he going to go in the next round or 2?
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close.
Steve, do you know who you're taking?
Oh, yeah. Locked and loaded, dude. I'm looking for the back end other swing spot. 8 picks later.
Well, this is where you swing for the fences. These are the lottery tickets that win you the league.
Yeah.
Round 11, 12, that's what it's all about.
That's where you pull the Puka Nakuas out.
Exactly. I don't think he was drafted in most leagues last year.
Yeah, like only like 0.1% or something like that.
And what Kyron Williams too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, looking at your roster, Steve, the one guy that I would have wanted if he had fallen is Jerome Ford. I really like him, and I don't think, even if Chubb comes back, I don't think Chubb's going to be even a fraction of what he was. And another kicker has gone off the board in round 11, Brandon Aubrey.
Kickers.
And there goes Justin Tucker. Jesus Christ, guys, it's round 11.
Jeez.
And the 49ers defense. So we're just doing all that now.
We're just playing around now.
San Francisco, by the way, how are they going to pay Brock Purdy?
He'll be fine.
Well, they got to pay him. They got to pay him next year. They're going to have to pay him big bucks because he went to the Super Bowl this last year. If he has another big year, he's going to command 40 million plus at least. You just paid McCaffrey and Debo a couple years ago. You paid Kittle. You just paid Trent Williams today. You paid Ayuk. There's not a lot of money left. I know they restructured Debo and they opened up 16.8 million somehow, but that's not going to be enough to give Brock Purdy 40 million.
If Brock Purdy wants 40 million, and he probably deserves it. I mean,
He went to the Super Bowl. What do you mean?
Daniel Jones got 40 million.
Yeah.
He deserves 40 million too, and he was actually an MVP guy, pretty much the MVP the whole last year. But the math will not add up. They might think
they don't have money. They're going to have to lose half their roster.
You might be in a situation where they may just go, we'll draft, we'll fall in love with a middle of the road quarterback in college, and then just stick him in there, and kind of go start over again and find another Brock Purdy because
Should it keep revolving the quarterbacks?
you reset the clock on when you have to pay them, and that's generally the most expensive position you have to pay.
That's what the Bears did, and it's probably going to pay off for them.
Yeah, you accumulate those draft picks, and even if you have a second shitty year, you get more. You can give away. You don't need a quarterback. You can trade down to a team that wants a quarterback if you get a big pick.
I mean, that offense is going to do good. Whoever's that quarterback could be Daniel Jones.
Well, again, yeah, I guess you have to see. I mean, health-wise, Brock Purdy's pretty much been a little banged up, couple games here and there. So, those things add up. They look at those things. Watching that Hard Knocks with the Giants this year, the way they talk about Daniel Jones, it was almost like,
Mike Williams and Justin Herbert go back to back.
Their main concern was more like, I'm on the clock, sorry.
You're going to talk through your pick.
You don't even know who you want.
Jerry Jeudy.
All right.
Yeah.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, for the third time in this draft, Steve pairs a running back and a receiver on the same team in his roster.
Go for it. Hey.
It's an aggressive strategy.
I'm going all in. Watch this on the roundabout now. Watch me in 8 when I grab this guy.
So we got Jordan Addison goes after Jeudy, followed by Jake Elliott, Jonathan Brooks, and Darnell Mooney. Mooney.
The way these teams talk about these quarterbacks, unless you have Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or one of those guys, Caleb Williams probably is one of those guys. There's probably 10 or 12 that have absolute solidified jobs for a long-term situation.
Yeah.
The 10, 12, 15, they're still trying to get, in that position. And some of those teams might just think of our system is bigger than a quarterback. And the Niners have been like that for the last 10 years at least.
So we got
Between-
Marquise
both quarterbacks.
Brown, followed by Aaron Rodgers, the Browns defense, and Lucas takes Tyler Algier. Steve, you're on the clock.
Ready? Bam.
Okay.
Starting running back.
Well,
Dallas Cowboys.
I think it's a three-man committee, and that's if they don't try to bring someone else in.
Okay. Told you, man. You got to catch
But
lightning.
Rico Dowdle, he did look good when he got opportunities last year.
Big week 1, big week 2, maybe. You never know. And bing, bang, boom. I got myself a steal.
Yeah, and Jaleel McLaughlin went after that.
All right. I know what I have to do with these last 4 now.
What do you think about Joshua Dobbs?
Quarterback.
Yeah, for the Niners.
I mean, for the Niners fans' sake, I hope he never sees the field.
Well, like you maybe need a replacement for Brown. Joshua Dobbs would not be that bad.
I think Minnesota fans would disagree. He was
Yeah, but-
exciting for what? It was like a 2 or 3 game stretch where he was really exciting and he looked pretty decent. And then you got some film on him, and then he looked like absolute dog shit for the rest of the time he was in. And he got benched.
Yeah, running upside though.
Chandler goes. Followed by Isaiah Likely. And Adonai Mitchell goes next.
What's there to think about, Acosta? What is there to think about? I got my guy locked and loaded already.
All right. Well, I got my guy,
Who'd you go with?
Gabe Davis.
Oh,
Okay.
breaking Brenton Lucas's heart.
Gabe Davis.
You can have him. All right, so I'm between 2 guys, and then I got to take a defense because these savages are going to take them all before it comes back to me. I mean, he's sitting right there, but I got to go. I'm going to go with the guy who could be this year's Kyron Williams because Kyron Williams can't stay on the field, and that's Blake Corum.
I was literally just thinking that.
And then give me the Ravens defense.
Well, this defense has never failed, really. So I'll go Cowboys defense.
Ugh.
You have
No,
Jalen Hurts.
I know.
You want to go to your team?
Just hurts me to hear you say that. But it's the truth.
It's true.
I
The
know.
defense has never sucked.
Yeah, they score touchdowns. They're going to give up a lot of yards. They'll give up a lot of points, but they are going to score some touchdowns. Whereas the Ravens probably aren't going to give up a lot of yards or points, and they'll be the best defense in football without coming close to being the best fantasy defense.
What is there to think about now?
Acosta's killing.
This is his style. Let him zero out. Let the guy play the way he wants to play.
Oh, she's just gonna take us. The
all
last
the way,
step.
dude. Taking it down to the limit.
He's going to zero out.
Yep. Well,
And he gets the Saints. Congratulations.
Jesus God.
yeah.
All that.
All that waiting just gets
For the
Saints
Saints.
defense.
And there goes Trey Benson. That's a great pick right there.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah? That's a
Yeah,
guy you should have taken him instead of Gabe Davis because James Conner can't stay on the field. And if he goes down, Trey Benson to the moon.
No, because James Conner won't go down.
Uh,
Yes,
I hope for his sake. I like the guy, but his career says otherwise.
Bam.
Okay, so you took the Steelers.
Did indeed.
So we got after Trey Benson, we had Joshua Palmer, Curtis Samuel, Jalen Polk. Steve takes the Steelers. Lucas takes the Jets. That has to hurt his heart. Adam Thielen goes next, followed by Brock Bowers, who fell all the way to Cena's got to be over the moon. She got Brock Bowers at the end of round 13. I don't think I've seen that yet.
Oh, that's the Vegas guy, right?
Yeah, that's her guy.
Hmm.
Pat Fryermuth goes next.
All right. Come on, baby.
And Jared Goff lasted all the way to the beginning of round 14.
There we go. Damn.
So we got Antonio Gibson and Brandon Cooks go next. Lucas is back on the clock.
What is Lucas having a problem picking which kicker he wants to take?
He's probably just chatting up his Uber. Nah, I took Ray Davis. I had him in my queue. So you'll like Ray Davis, Steve. He runs a lot like Pacheco, but he's got some size to him.
How about that, baby?
Deshaun, oh, you took Tyrone Tracy. So you got
Tyrone Tracy,
yeah.
which means when the Giants have a great running year.
And for the fourth time in the draft, you now have a wide receiver and a running back on the same team. Matt
Bingo.
Stafford goes next, followed by Jordan Mason. If McCaffrey goes down, Jordan Mason appears to be the guy because Elijah Mitchell's out for the year. There goes Dalton Schultz.
2 girls, 1 cup. See how long this takes now.
While 2 girls, 1 cup's figuring out. I'm going to tell you right now who I think is going to my upset of the week.
Bucky Irving.
I got the Colts beating the Houston Texans at home by at least 3. So the plus 2.5.
Colts winning?
Yep.
I can see that.
I normally don't do this. I hate taking a second quarterback in a 1 quarterback league, but I can't trust Tua fully, and I got to go with another guy that I have no faith in, Trevor Lawrence. But he's got weapons, and he just got paid, so he better prove it. And Jackson goes with Baker Mayfield, who also just got paid, followed by Taysom Hill, who is only tight end eligible on ESPN. So maybe he'll get another quarterback out of that, but we'll see. Bengals defense, followed by Khalil Herbert. Can't believe you've literally paired your entire team.
Yep. We got so many different options now.
It's gonna be a nightmare deciding who to start every week.
I love nightmares.
There goes Jake Moody.
Watch this.
And
I'm
then the
about to
Dolphins
pick-
defense. So
I'm about
Steve's
to
on the clock.
Offensive Rookie of the Year for the American Football Conference.
Bo Nix.
Yep.
Not a bad pick. I like Bo. I
Yeah.
hope he does good.
Now you gotta get Denver's kicker so you can pair him up.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
All right, Fairbairn goes next, followed by Raheed Shaheed. Cena's on the clock.
Here come the kickers. Oh wait, no, she has one more.
Jags and Bears go next.
Oh,
Right.
McPherson
Evan
just went.
McPherson. That's solid.
That was my kicker. Damn it.
Yeah.
Son
Then
of a-
Greg Zuerlein, Marshawn Lloyd.
Oh boy.
We are now in the last round.
Here come the kickers.
So Lucas is on the clock. Does he have a kicker yet?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he has a kicker. So he's got one more spot, and he goes with Xavier Leggett.
And I'm going with the Detroit kicker because they're going to score some points.
Well, not only that, Steve, but they're going to be playing indoors. I think it's like 14 or 15 of their 17 games. So
Love
he's
that.
going to have perfect conditions.
Love that business.
So I was between him and Koo. I went with Koo because he also plays indoors, but Bates would have been another guy I would have liked.
Oh, I love my team.
Seahawks defense, followed by Jalen
Oh,
Hyatt.
Oh,
all right, all right. I can't wait to see my grade.
I know.
Dontavian Wicks.
And you two idiots are the last two to go.
Yeah.
Best to save for last.
I got a fun pick at the end. It's a complete lottery ticket.
I just hope that Jamar Chase, who's coming to practice in flip-flops, and CeeDee Lamb, who just started playing 8 days ago, neither one of them pulled their hamstring and are out for 8 weeks like Justin Jefferson was last year. My first round fucking draft pick.
Well, I don't need to win the first month of the season. I just need to make the playoffs. So as long as he's back at the end to help me get over the top, that's all I care about. I don't care if I'm 7-7 and squeeze in, as long as I run the table.
Yeah, and then we start going off.
Alexander Madison, Jackson's on the clock and takes Cairo Santos. So I'm going to take Mr. Irrelevant. This guy just got signed to Kansas City's practice squad. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. CEH is on injury reserve. He's probably going to see some action on Thursday night. Give me Samaje Perine with the last pick.
Bam. That is the draft.
Andy Reid loves throwing to running backs.
Beautiful. We are complete. Now we will figure it out on the virtual gridiron. Oh, the
Scores
The grades are coming in, I think, as we speak. Here we go. I got a C.
Wait, where do you see?
I got a C, right in the middle. We already got guys dropping.
Yeah, what
Belichick-
the hell?
Belichick's film school is already dropping players. He's
We
already
literally
dropped
he just dropped Deshaun Watson.
just literally a dumpster fire in the middle of it. We haven't
Good
even
Lord.
a minute and a half into this thing. I can't wait, dude. Football's starting.
Oh my gosh.
It's it. We got less than 48 hours before we're in this. So,
Yeah.
good luck to everyone. Who am I playing first week? Let me look.
Why?
You're not going to like it.
Oh, it's me and you.
It's me and you. But I'm
And
probably not going to have Jamar Chase.
I'm projected to win by 100%. I'm 100% to 0% right now.
You're projected to win by 0.9, but I'm not going to have Chase, so I'll have to put in. I'll probably I'll put in Shakir. I'll put my money where my mouth is and watch him have a blow up game.
Why am I projected so low? I'm so confused.
Because you didn't do a very good job in the draft.
All of these are higher than Lucas's, and I'm still projected.
Oh, you're playing Lucas week one?
Yes.
This is great.
Where's my grade? How do I see my grade, or is it emailed to me?
You and Lucas, whoever, because Lucas loves fitness too. I'll throw it out to him, but whoever loses, you should do like a 50 push-ups penalty or something
do
like
that.
that.
I'll beat him as long as CD plays. If CD doesn't play, then I might be screwed.
Lucas, you'll hear
CD's
that.
going to play. Jamar
Okay.
Chase is who we don't know if he's going to play. I got a C grade for mine. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with this. I'm
Screwed
fine.
around and waited too long on quarterback, and now I got Tua.
That's why I projected loose because it says CD's gonna play, but it still says he's out.
CD's going to play. He's going to play. He got paid.
I just hope he's ready in time.
He'll be fine. He had like
Brenton-
10 days to get ready, and he was staying in shape on the side.
Did you want to make a pick for a game this week or no?
Sure. Let me just
And
pull it
I
up.
gave you mine. Jackson, do you
Haven't even looked yet.
make a pick if you like one team over the other? Like I said, I just feel like I don't think I think Houston's going to be really good. I don't think they're going to be as hot coming into the season. I think they're going to have a
These are all
little
baseball games.
Jacksonville situation where that they might get their comeuppance a little bit second year.
Well, the expectations are certainly high. I like the Eagles Friday in Brazil. I don't think the Packers are as good as everyone thinks they are. I like God, you guys, the Minnesota New York game. That's your week one. That's your welcome
I
back
know.
to football. That's going to be
1.5 points. I want to take the Giants. Give it half.
I mean, the Saints over the Panthers is basically a lock, especially on the money line.
Yeah, they did do a good job not having any sort of. I joined a suicide pool this year, and I'm like, I'm already having a tough time figuring out who's going to take week one because there's some decently even matchups.
My
Like-
advice for that is don't try to save teams as much as you think you need to save them, because it doesn't matter if you lose that week. I would
Yeah.
just go with whatever the lock is. So week one,
And
Carolina's probably going to lose. The Saints are at home. I know the Saints aren't necessarily a great football team, but Carolina's not going to be any better. And then even without Jamar Chase, I think the Patriots are probably the worst football team in the NFL. They're going to be really bad this year. So the Bengals at home without Chase, but a healthy Joe Burrow, they should be able to handle business as well.
is Chase playing?
No, he's not even practicing. And Rappaport just reported that the negotiations for his contract are going very slow. So this could be a situation where you hope he doesn't sit out the whole year, because I have a lot of teams riding on him playing, but he could sit out. And this could drag on. And, if the Bengals are winning, what's their rush to necessarily get him back out there?
I mean, yeah, I just he's so young to sit out a whole year receiver. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You
No.
lose a year of your life. Just I understand the argument, but you still have 2 years left. It's not like you're on a one.
I like Arizona Buffalo.
Oh my god!
You like Arizona over Buffalo?
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, Jackson. Holy crap. Oh my God. Brendan is not frozen. He's just trying to comprehend what he has just heard out loud.
I know.
Are you fucking with me, Steve? You bring this guy on to disrespect me and Lucas?
I mean, look, I told him
You think the Cardinals are going to go into Buffalo and beat the Bills?
Yeah. I don't like the Bills' defense. I don't think it's that great.
Well, no, but neither is the Cardinals defense, and they got to face Josh Allen.
But I don't like that. I think that offensive line is going to kill them.
But the plus 250 is nice. And then on the Steve, did you want the points, or are you just taking the Colts on the money line?
I like the Colts with the points. It's only 2.5. I like them to win by 3.
Okay, so well, they're plus 2.5, so you're getting plus money there.
Yes.
All right, so we got the Colts. Why is it not letting me add? And then, God, we're gonna lose because the Bills are gonna crush the Cardinals. So this is just like I'm burning money. I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna take the locks. I'm gonna, even without Chase, I'm gonna bet against the Bengals are gonna beat the Patriots, and I think they can cover the 8 points. They're gonna win by 10.
Man, this is going to be so bittersweet.
So because of this egregious plus 250 we're getting from the Cardinals on the money line, the $50 would have yielded us $621.52. However, the Bills are going to win. So this is me wasting money for your son.
Okay.
I'm not happy about this.
Hey, man.
Lucas is not happy about this. Our listeners deserve better.
Lucas won't be happy about this. That's good. I know that for a fact, but he will be. It does make dinner time better when you can order like nice sushi when you're $650. You can do that, or, look, you got to think about it like this, or the victory will taste better, the victory will be better knowing that no one.
I'm already paying for Sunday ticket. I don't got to pay for victories too.
I know. Wait, I thought we were getting millions of dollars back.
No, they got thrown out of court.
That's going to be a while, right?
No. It got thrown out. That's done.
Thrown out.
Judge was
thrown out.
no. It got thrown out
For good.
for good.
Oh.
God, the NFL.
You really thought you were going to beat the NFL?
They had a class action lawsuit.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I thought we won it too.
Lost.
Yeah, we lost.
I thought bars and restaurants would get millions back, a lot of millions back, and I thought that every guy was going to get, $80 back at least. That's what I was told.
I don't know who told you that, but that got thrown out. That case was thrown out by a judge weeks ago. Schefter reported it.
Damn, dude, really?
Yeah.
I know there were a lot of hoops to jump through going forward. It wasn't 100% done, but I thought they were getting there. I didn't think the whole thing was thrown out.
The NFL's too powerful. They've got too much money. They're too powerful. They've got good lawyers. We didn't stand a chance.
Who was our lawyer?
The people.
Oh, that's why we lost.
Yeah, Whites in Luxembourg, whatever that.
Yeah.
Celine Barnes. By the way, that lawyer that they based Aaron Brockovich on, he just died. Oh no, he didn't die. He's going to jail. That's what.
Okay, that's
going to die.
Very different.
Yeah.
We needed him on our side.
What did he do?
He went to jail because he was stealing all the money from the clients. He had a wife who was one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so he had to pay for that lady. So he stole money from victims. Good old guy. Anything else, Brenton? This is it, buddy. I'm excited.
This is it, man. It's finally, it's the best time of the year.
We know what to do. All your options are out there for you to screw up. Have fun week 1. And we'll see you guys next week look, there's a lot of shit talk. We have push-up punishments, dollar amounts to talk about. People could be very, very wrong. A lot of shit was said here that, people made bold statements. So we'll figure out who's right and who's wrong next week, and we'll let you know.
We will.
Until then, we'll see you guys next week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Go Bills.
Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Steve Renazizi. I'm the guy.